What's going on, YouTube? I'm about to get in here and I'm going to show you how to throw some of the best passes in the entire game. And if you didn't know, there's a bunch of passing settings inside of your controller settings that you have to get right if you want to be able to throw the best pass. And if you don't have these settings on, you're probably throwing a bunch of lollipop passes and you don't know why you're doing it. So before the end of this video, you're going to know how to throw every single pass in the game and you're going to have every single controller setting you have to have. Now it's time to lock it in. This build you're looking at right here is what inspired me to stop shooting the ball and stop being a ball hog. Now that I got the hoodie mellow out of my system, I'm going to give you every single thing that I found out about passing. And if you have on the right controller settings, you're going to be able to have the best passes and you're going to have way more control over your player. I gave my point guard an 87 pass accuracy and that's all that you need. And if you look right here, the first thing we're going to be looking at is the skip pass. You have to have the skip pass added to your bag. And the reason you have to have it is because if you don't remember somebody's icon, you're going to be able to hold the button. It's going to go directly to that player. And the way you're doing that is by holding your left stick directly at the person you want to pass the ball to. But you have to have these controller settings if you want it to do. So make sure you go to your controller settings and you have your skip pass enabled. And if you do your skip pass, it's going to look just like this. Right here, I get the ball and I get right past my man, but instead of scoring, I want the open three, but I don't know his icon. So I'm holding the pass button and pointing my left stick right at it. This controller setting right here is the biggest one out of every one that they give. The lower this setting is, the more control you have over your player. And if you have it too high, you don't have control over where the ball is going. And all three of these settings are connected. If you move one of these, everything's going to move. So make sure you put them right where you want them and find the money spot. This is the setting that allows you to point your left stick directly at any player on the court and get the pass without having to use your icon. And I had no idea about this setting until I stopped being a ball. I had to look it up on Google just to make sure. And it says right here that you use the left stick to point where you want to pass the ball. And I can't lie, I can't tell you how many times I passed the ball without using icons, and 2K makes it go to the closest open player. So if you have this setting on, you're going to be able to throw a pass and direct it with your left stick. Here's a perfect example. I'm not going to use my icons and I'm going to get the ball right to the open man. I get right past my defender and all I'm doing is holding the A button. Just make sure you have your left stick held towards the player you want to pass the ball. And this next setting is going to be called the pass target openness. And this is the setting that's going to allow the pass to go to the next open man. You don't have to worry about 2K passing to somebody who's not open. And with the pass target direction being set at 10, you're going to have way more control over your passes. So I had to look it up and I had to see if I was right. And right here it says that a higher passing setting is going to prioritize the most open play. So if you feel like the ball's going to the wrong person when you're not using your icons, this setting is definitely what you need to change. And right here's the difference between a high setting and a low setting. Right here it says the low settings, the game will place an emphasis on the openness factor and give more control back to the player. 2K being able to determine where I'm passing the ball is not what I want. I want to be able to control everywhere the ball is going so I make the best pass. And I can't lie, I just found out about that setting and it feels like I pass the ball way better and the passes get where they need to go way faster. And another thing I just figured out is you can throw a flashy pass this year by using your right stick. You don't even have to use the new way 2K added. You can use your right stick by pulling up your icon. Just make sure you have your pro stick pass type set to flashy. And this is what it looks like in the game. I'm on a 6'8" that only has a 71 pass sack and I'm throwing a flashy pass by pulling up my icon. And if you do it too quick like I did, it won't pull up, it still throws the ball. And there's another way to throw a skip pass entirely across the court. All you have to do is have this setting turn to skip pass. And the setting you're looking for is called hold lob pass button. Make sure it's set to skip so that way when you hold the lob button, you can throw a skip. And right here, I'm going to show you what it looks like to have this setting set to skip pass. All you're going to do is come in here and hold the Y button and you're going to get a dot. I didn't even have to know which icon this dude was and I didn't have to worry about the game passing to the wrong player. And this setting called auto lob is automatically turned on. You have to have it turned off if you want to be able to throw the best pass. If you're throwing backdoor passes and you're throwing lollipops, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Just disable your auto lob. And if somebody's contesting your pass, sometimes it'll give you a lob pass. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You're going to be able to get right to the rim and dot the open man. That is the first or maybe even the second biggest setting you can have in your passes. So make sure you have that right. Now I'm going to show you how to throw some of the best alley-oops and I'm going to show you how to throw some of the best passes. This is me in the game with every single passing setting that I just showed you. Right here, I'm going to throw a skip pass by doing nothing by holding the A button. And right here, my guard's going to give me the ball back and he's going to deck softball. He knows I'm throwing him a dot because I have the best controller set. I have my skip pass turned on, so all I have to do is hold my left stick at the open player and hold the A button. And now that you have every single controller setting right, you can throw oops off the backboard and get it way more consistent. All you're going to be doing is holding your left stick directly at the backboard when you throw the oop. Then it's going to bounce off the backboard as have somebody finish. The best time to throw a oop off the backboard is when you see somebody trail. And I see him trailing, so I knew I was throwing this oop off the backboard. Now that I have control over every one of my passes, I can now dictate which person's going to catch the oop. And right here, I'm going to have two people cutting to the rim, and I get to choose which one I'm going to pass the ball to. I hold my left stick towards the person on the left side. You can even throw a bounce oop if you have on the right pass style, and it has to be the right situation. I have on LaMelo Ball. I always make sure I'm not taking any dribbles, and this angle is going to be set up just like you see. Just make sure you finish the play, and you can even do a double alley-oop, or you can even throw a triple. And right here, this big man's going to be standing under the rim, and that's the key way to get the oop. You can only throw a second or a third alley-oop out of a pass animation, so if you're throwing an alley-oop, make sure you're only getting the pass. All you have to do is set somebody up standing directly underneath the rim. And as long as the person throwing the second oop catches it with a layup animation, you're going to be able to finish it or even keep going. Just like I told you before, you can throw an icon pass and make it a flashy pass. As long as you made sure you copy down every one of these controller settings, you can pull up your icons and flick your right stick directly where you want to pass the ball. And instead of doing the new way, that's going to count as a flashy pass. And I can't give you all these settings without giving you the best pass. pass styles. One of the best ones in the entire game is going to be Jimmy Butler. If you want to get Jimmy Butler, you have to have at least an 86 pass sack, but it's totally worth it because you get some of the best pass animations you're going to get on any build. So if your pass sack is sitting directly at an 85, you better be using Jimmy Butler because that's one of the best animations. And the Tyrese Halliburton pass style has been one of the best ones for every build in the game for a couple of years. No lie, everything is completely sped up when you use Tyrese Halliburton, but you have to have at least a 91 pass sack if you want to be able to use this style. And if you're a big man, this pass style right here is going to give you some of the best outlet passes you can get. Make sure you have on the LeBron James pass style if you're a big man. And if you want to throw the ball all the way up the court, all you have to do is hold the button down. Just like a skip pass, if you get the rebound, you can launch the ball to the open man all the way down the court by holding the pass button. And one of the best budget pass styles is definitely going to be Ja Morant. Ja Morant has some of the best bounce passes you're going to get on any build that doesn't have a high pass. And the Ja Morant pass style, you're only going to need a 75, and most players are going with a 71. And right above that 75 rating, you get D Fox as long as you have a 77, and that's one of the best budget pass styles right along with the other one. And to be honest, some of the times I don't even use a pass style because I feel like not having a pass style is one of the best ones to have. Some of these pass styles even have load ups, and some of the times when you pass the ball, it's going to get there way slower. So sometimes not having a pass style is going to benefit. And if you've gotten to this point of the video and you haven't seen these controller settings, make sure you copy down every single thing you're about to see because everything is going to make you pass the ball way better. I would say the key settings you have to worry about are going to be the auto lobs and your pass target direction and your pass target openness. Make sure you play with these settings if you don't want to copy every one of them, but I'm telling you right now, every one of these are the best ones in the game. And if you have a build that has an 84 pass sack, you can get that pass sack all the way to a 99. And I'm not going to lie, feeding players on the court with a 99 pass sack feels like one of the most cheating things you can do. So if you want to really throw dots, make sure you equip a takeover that only has pass sack, because that's going to give you a 99 pass sack. And with that, every one of your teammates are going to love you. You don't have to worry about people getting stops or people missing shots, because everybody's going to have Hall of Fame diamonds. The pass accuracy is all kinds of expensive when you're in the builder, so if you're struggling to make a build with pass sack, I got you right here. This build right here can do everything from dunking the ball to shooting threes to breaking ankles. This build can even play defense and get some stops. And you're going to be 6'5" and you're going to have an 87 pass sack. That's the reason you're going to have a 99 as soon as you put that on your takeover. And if there's things you like about that build and things you don't, make sure you use it as a template. You want to match your play style, so make sure you change the things that are going to fit. If you're still at this point in this video, I can't tell you how much I really appreciate you, because we're on the grind right now for 100,000 subs. So if you're one of the people that aren't subbed up, or you just found this channel, make sure you drop a sub right now and you turn the post notifications on, because we're going to be posting all the time. We get some of the best gameplay tutorials and we have some of the best builds sitting right here on this channel. And on top of that, we are officially a partner with Scuf. So if you need a brand new Scuf controller, all you have to do is use the link in the bio or go to Scuf and use code Kano. That's going to get you a discount on your order, and these are some of the best controllers in the game. You get anti-drift stick and you even get trigger lock. And another thing, if you want to be a part of the Uncle Clan Discord and get updates on everything we have going on, make sure you drop a comment right now and I'll send you a link. There's no reason to be a ball hog anymore, and there's no reason to be throwing bad passes, so make sure you lock it in. And on top of that, we have a couple more codes we can give out for the Hall of Fame season pass, so if you don't have the season pass, make sure you comment below. Thank you for watching. We're on the grind right now for 100,000 subs, so let's lock it in.